Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Sounds Good Radio. I'm your host, Shriver,
And it's Big Nique.
and we're so glad you're back. It's been a long 2 months since we have recorded and put out an episode. I was literally just saying the other day, it's basically because Nique and I have been spending every weekend together, and we've been having our extended sleepovers, and we've just kind of enjoying each other's time. And if we get to a point where we're just like, we don't feel like filming, we just don't. So, but we're finally here. And today's episode is all about Christmas. So if you're listening to this the day it releases, I'm going to be putting it out on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
So Merry Christmas Eve, Merry
Happy
Christmas,
holidays.
Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate, however you celebrate. We are glad that you are here with us. And this episode, we're going to kind of go over some of our favorite Christmas traditions, what we do for the holidays. We've kind of altered some of our segments to be Christmas themed. But first, let's do a little catch up since it's been a while since we last filmed. And I know someone is eager to hear about your experience at the Glorilla concert
Oh,
because we
yes.
forgot to talk about it too. It's been what, August, September since you went? It's been a minute, right?
It was like July.
Yeah.
But me and my good friend Shay, my sissy, we went to go see Glorilla. I think it was Glorilla, Ken the Man, and Boss Man D-Lo. And it was a really good concert. Me and sister had a good old time. I was actually surprised by how much of the Glorilla that I knew. I was really surprised by how much Boss Man D-Lo that I knew. I was like, okay. I was born for pair of shoes, 12.50. Hey. Anyways, but yeah, we had a good time, sister. I love you. Also, happy belated birthday to my sister. I did something really, really big for her birthday. We love you. Hope this year of your life is filled with everything and more. Um, we love you here at Home Sounds Good Radio.
Yes, we do. Happy belated birthday, Miss Shay, and thank you for the continued love and support.
Always.
She's probably our number one
Yes,
fan.
our biggest supporter.
She's like, she was saying what? She was like, she needs to subscribe back to me on YouTube. Like, okay, girl,
Make sure
subscribe
you do
back.
it.
I'm good for a
And
follow back.
if
Don't you
you
worry.
are in the East Tennessee or surrounding areas, if you're needing any type of event decorations or wedding decorations or any type of balloons, please look up my sister. Balloons by Shay, Balloons and Beyond by Shay
Yes.
Charles. That's my
Yes.
sister. She's doing it
Excellent
big.
party planner. I about said party platter. She has those too. So yeah, other than that, we've just been kind of chilling, hanging out, winding down, getting used to daylight savings, aka our hibernation period. Nique and I are both not winter souls whatsoever. And when it gets cold out, we just like to be in the house up under the covers. Well, we like it when it's like that anytime. But either way, so if I guess I can go ahead and say what I need to say now that it's come to fruition. I made an announcement on TikTok, but if you don't follow me on TikTok, I am officially, as of 3 days ago, retired from healthcare. I mentioned to you guys kind of back, I think in the summertime at the start of season 2, that I had some things in the works, some things that I was doing kind of behind the scenes. So I'm going to be doing a whole separate episode on that because I'm going to be leaving the country. So if you watch us on YouTube, you will see that we are in studio. The studio's in my house here in Tennessee. But I'm going to be leaving. I'm going to be setting sail. So don't fret at all because the podcast is not going anywhere. Nique and I are going to be learning how to do it remotely. There's a way with our system. We're going to figure out how to do it so that we can still record for you guys. I also am going to be kind of venturing out and doing a couple more, or not a couple more, starting to do some kind of solo episodes. I've been trying to work up the courage to kind of do that myself. I've had Nique by my side this whole time. She's kind of been my shoulder to lean on to help me have the bravery and the confidence to even start this podcast in the first place. So I want to thank you for that. So yeah, big things coming.
It's gonna be
Um,
great.
it's not even been like a crazy few days, but I've purposefully been keeping myself busy because I don't know if I'm ready to deal with like the emotions of everything that's happening. So yeah, big things coming, good things are happening. Um, so yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy.
I'm happy for you. I'm
Um,
excited for you.
so speaking of new things for the podcast, we have a big announcement, you guys. We now have a phone number
Hey.
that you all can call. You can leave us a voicemail. You can ask us a question. You can tell us a story. You can give us topic ideas. You can give us your input on one of our segments. If you have a favorite perfume or a crystal that you love, or a don't piss me off, anything that we talk about, we are encouraging you guys to call in and talk to us. So, if you'll hand me your phone, I want to do a little test call and see if the voicemail is a working. And we're going to dial it with you guys and give a listen to the voicemail so you guys know what to expect when you call. It's a Google number, so it should just go straight to voicemail.
It's probably connected to my AirPods.
And is your AirPod in?
It's over there.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off your Bluetooth real quick, just in case. The phone number is 423-225-6555. Here we go. You have reached the voicemail of Sounds Good Radio. Leave us your questions, confessions, or your take on one of our segments. Either way, you might end up on the podcast. Thanks for calling. Okay, love you. Bye. Okay. So, sorry if this episode is a little choppy, guys. I had to edit out the wrong. I called the IRS. Whoopsie. All right. So, yeah, that's the phone number. And we're excited to hear from you guys. So, give us a call. All right. First up on our Christmas episode extravaganza is Pass the Aux, where we talk about music that we're listening to. And since this is a Christmas episode, we will be discussing our favorite Christmas songs. So you want to go first with some of yours? Here, I got the iPad right here if you want to just look at it. My hands are sweaty, so I'm not scrolling good. What is one of your favorite Christmas songs? And turn your mic on. Your mic's off. Okay.
This Christmas by Donny Hathaway. But I also prefer the Chris Brown version of This Christmas.
One of my favorite Christmas songs is Mary Did You Know, specifically by Kenny Rogers and Winona Judd. In my opinion, that is the best version. I know that a lot of newer groups have done their own renditions, especially one of the most popular ones, I think, is Pentatonics. But Kenny Rogers and Winona Judd. It is, you've never heard it?
I'm going to disagree. The best version is by the Braxtons. That's a 5-part harmony, and it's beautiful.
Okay, and you know I love a 5-part harmony, which is why I'm surprised. Which is why I'm surprised I don't. Ooh, I might get canceled for this. I don't like Pentatonics' version of it. I think
I've never heard it.
Yeah, they're good, but it's not. It's a little too Broadway. Does that make sense? You know, a little too Broadway for me.
Too many theatrics.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I grew up listening to, in the house with mom and dad. Kenny Rogers, Phil Collins, Journey, Billy Joel, Rod Stewart, so that was the version that I heard growing up. And it's one of those songs that it just pulls at my heart so much. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. And I remember like growing up, I always wanted to sing it in church, but I never had the nerve to because I knew I wouldn't be able to make it through it without crying. Like second verse, I'm in shambles. So that was one of my songs. What's another one?
The Braxtons was one of mine.
The Braxtons, was it? Oh, yep. Mary, Did You Know? Tamar and the Braxtons. We need to listen to their version after this for sure.
Silent Night by the Temptations.
Classic. Can't go wrong. Another one for me. Oh, speaking of Kenny Rogers, he has a song called My Favorite Things. And it's just like a cutesy Christmas song. But you'd have to kind of know Kenny Rogers, I think, to know the song. And then as I was doing my research or, my notes for this episode, I struck a core memory and remembered a song, and I wanted to see if you ever heard it growing up, because it's a gospel song, or so I thought. It's called "Children Go Where I Send Thee."
Go where I send thee. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna sing it for you, but so I thought it was because I had heard it in church and my parents sung it to me. I, as a kid, thought it was just like a gospel song, whatever, whatever. Well, when I did a little bit of research, apparently it is a traditional African American spiritual, likely originating in the 17th or 18th centuries from oral tradition, with its earliest known documented recordings in 1936 by the Georgia Sea Island Singers, though it is not attributed to a single author. So apparently it was basically passed down by oral tradition through African American culture. And then, of course, white people came and took it and did what they did. So it's been recorded by multiple different artists. But honestly, when I was looking them up, none of them sounded like what I remember. So, and I was like, I don't know if I ever even really heard the original song. I think I just only ever heard my parents sing it to
Right.
me. So it's a call and response type of song, just like the 12 Days of Christmas. So it's pretty much almost exactly like that lyric wise, in the sense of like it counts down from 10 or whatever. So I'm gonna speak it to you. I'm not really gonna like sing it because I'll get out of breath. But it goes like this. So it goes, "Children go where I send thee, how shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee 10 by 10, 10 for the 10 commandments, 9 for the 9 who saw the sign, 8 for the 8 who stood at the gate, 7 for the 7 who went up to heaven, 6 for the 6 who couldn't be fixed, 5 for the gospel preachers, 4 for the poor came knocking at the door, 3 for the Hebrew children, 2 for Paul and Silas, 1 for the itty bitty baby, wrapped in swaddling clothing." No, not ringing the bell. Born in Bethlehem. Yes, you know it. Okay. That was one of my favorites. My mom and dad would sing it to me. And I feel like I remember them like putting me on their knee and like bouncing me to the beat of the song. So yeah, that was just like a little core memory that I unlocked doing some research. So
I Believe in You and Me by Whitney Houston.
yeah.
From the Preacher's Wife soundtrack.
Yes.
Also from the Preacher's Wife soundtrack, the whole mass choir when they're singing "Joy to the World" was just beautiful. All the singing in the Preacher's Wife was beautiful.
You know, I don't know if I've seen The Preacher's Wife.
It's a good movie.
I need to watch it because it's a Christmas movie, right? Obviously. What is another?
Her and Dudley were weird.
Dudley. Another classic, "Happy Holidays" by NSYNC. That's a great Christmas song.
Do I know that? Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it's like their own, their big Christmas song or whatever.
Okay.
Another funny one is, it's called "Hippopotamus." "Oh, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only hippopotamus will do." No. So it's a song by Gayla Peavy. She was 10 years old when she recorded it in 1953. Okay. It's kind of like "All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth." That kind of vibe.
Cute.
And then another good one is "Tender Tennessee Christmas" by Amy Grant.
Never heard that.
"Another tender Tennessee Christmas is the only Christmas for me."
Oh, sounds cute. Never heard it.
Oh, it's a good one. Okay. And then you had "Santa Baby."
Yeah, "Santa Baby" by Eartha Kitt. I think that's a classic. Eartha Kitt creeps me out still to this day, but that's a catchy song. That's Madame Zeroni. Madame Zeroni, will you take me up the mountain? Have you seen Holes?
If I have, it's been years. I know. I might have saw it like one time. And I love Shia LaBeouf. Not anymore, though. Apparently, he's very problematic. But yeah.
The more you know. Well, I loved Holes. And Madame Zeroni gave me nightmares. So. But Eartha Kitt. And then also in Boomerang, Marcus, I don't have any panties on. Creepy. But Santa Baby was a cute,
Doesn't
sexy
Eartha Kitt voice Yzma in Emperor's New Groove? Yeah. Okay. All right. Next segment, we're going to do a little this or that, where I'm going to ask you, we'll both answer like Christmas treats. Would you rather have this or that? So would you rather have gingerbread cookies or a Christmas sugar cookie?
Sugar cookie.
I'm a gingerbread. I don't like sugar cookies.
I don't like gingerbread.
But did you ever do like Christmas cookie decorating when you were growing? No, me neither. We never really did that.
We would get like the little tube of Christmas cookies and cut them.
Right, yeah.
But
With
Christmas
with the
tree and stuff
pre-made
like
design,
that.
right? The Pillsbury.
That's the best I got.
Um, yeah, I don't think I've ever been to one of those like Christmas cookie parties where they bake all for hours and do the little cookie cutters and no, we never did that. Okay, would you rather eat Christmas bark or chocolate oranges? I have pictures if you don't know.
Neither.
Neither.
Honestly.
Oh my God, Christmas bark. So I call it Christmas crack. Or no, do I? I don't know. We made it growing up.
What is it?
So it's saltines, homemade toffee, and chocolate chips melted on top, and it's just like salty sweet. It's so good.
What
I
does
can't.
toffee taste like?
The stuff inside of a Butterfinger, butterscotch. It tastes like butterscotch.
Yeah. Neither.
No. And then chocolate orange is disgusting. That's like chocolate and orange is almost worse of a flavor combination than chocolate and peanut butter to me. Okay, would you rather have reindeer chow or puppy chow? So like you remember in home ec when we made puppy chow? Yeah. So I would rather do reindeer chow because again, I don't like chocolate and peanut butter, and the reindeer chow is white chocolate. But I can't have either of them. I can't have any of this stuff anymore. So would you rather have Christmas cocktails or mocktails?
Cocktail.
Give me the cock.
Never gonna say no to that.
Never gonna say no to a little hottie toddy. Eggnog or hot cocoa?
Hot chocolate.
Hot cocoa, yeah. I tried eggnog. It's
eggnog. I can tolerate
Yeah.
eggnog, but if I have to choose, I'm gonna choose hot chocolate.
Yeah. I only want like a sip or two of eggnog.
That's
Hot
gotta be
chocolate, I
good.
can drink the whole mug. Okay, sausage balls or pigs in a blanket?
Pigs in a blanket. Are sausage balls and meatballs the same thing?
No, sausage balls have flour and cheese in them. So I took a picture.
Pig in a blanket.
I'd rather do a sausage ball but now again, obviously I can't eat them. But good old pigs in the blanket. Pigs in the blanket is more summery to me though. I feel like I would want that at like a summer cookout.
I've never had any of these things.
No, what do you have any like Christmas treats that you remember growing up or anything Christmas specific?
Nope.
Candy, nothing.
Yeah. Growing up, Christmas was less about. Christmas really wasn't like a big thing for me growing up. It wasn't really celebrated because Jesus is the reason for the season. Christmas was always really materialistic. So everything that was ingrained in me as a child was that this is about Jesus' birth. This is not about Santa Claus and buying gifts and presents or anything. It's literally about recognizing, in theory, when Christ our Savior, birth.
Yeah.
So that wasn't really prominent in my household. So
okay. So that's it for this or that. The next segment that we have is a little "Don't Piss Me Off," geared towards the holiday season. I don't know if I put these or you put these. Honestly, we made these notes so long ago, but we have last minute holiday shoppers.
I think me and you multiply agree.
Yeah, I think we agree on both, obviously. Yeah, I can't stand just I don't care about gifts. I don't care about giving, receiving. You know, I'm like you. My family and I have got to the point now where it's like I'd rather just spend time with you. But if you are gonna be a gift giver, don't be a last minute shopper. It just shows like lack of forethought, I think, and lack of care, in my opinion. You know, like Christmas is the same day every year. You've literally had all year. And I know some people like operate off of chaos and stuff like that, but I don't know. I don't think there's any need for it. And then it just causes like unnecessary traffic and retail craze.
Yep.
And you and I have both worked through that, so it's not fun. And then we have Secret Santa at work.
I hate it. Count me out.
Yeah. If I could opt out, I probably would, but I also can see the fun in it. But then you run the risk of like you could put a good amount of effort into like getting a thoughtful gift for somebody and then you just end up like with a gift card or something. But I've had good luck with Secret Santas, but if my default is I'm good. Y'all go ahead without me.
Yeah,
I'll save
I'm
myself the
always
money.
opting out.
Yeah. Okay, next segment is smells good. What are some of our favorite Christmas or holiday scents? For me, I love a fireplace. I love the smell of a fireplace because we always had a fire going whenever I was growing up. I grew up in the woods, and I just love the smell of a crackling fireplace. It just smells really
That's
good.
cute.
Yeah,
I don't have any scents that are
I
associated
know.
with
Did you put the
Christmas time.
startup of heat?
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's I feel like that's equivalent to a fire, but I guess.
Yeah, well, it's like when you cut your heat on for the first
Mhm.
time in the year, it has like that kind of burnt,
Mhm.
all the burnt dead skin cells in your return
Whatever it
vent.
is, I'm just like, here comes the heat.
Right. Oh, it's nice and warm. Oh, and then I put, has anyone ever actually smelled chestnuts roasting? Like the song Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire? What? I don't even know what a chestnut
I was
looks
just
like.
about to say, have you read that one?
No,
Me neither.
I have not. Um, Okay, next segment, we're just moving right along here, is reflecting on some of our Christmas presents that we have had growing up, even though we don't really exchange gifts now. What were some of the favorite gifts you had growing up? What are some
I got
ones
a
you remember?
Nintendo 64,
Mm-hmm.
and that's probably my most prized possession, and probably
Yeah.
one of my favorite gifts.
Yeah.
Yep, my Nintendo 64. I
What
think
what's your go-to game on the Nintendo 64?
007 GoldenEye.
I don't what's it, James Bond?
Hmm.
Is it like what's it like? What do you
Um, it's basically what are the kids playing these days? Call of Duty, but like pre Call of
Okay.
Duty. You literally have like your POV, and you're literally if it's a multiplayer, you just go and you
Oh
shoot them. It's like
wow.
a shooting game. So I used to tear my brothers up, and like we used to have like the maps memorized. Like
Uh-huh.
love. So GoldenEye. Of course, I had Mario. I had Donkey Kong. Um, but the go-to always is going to be 007. Super
I
simple.
see. I had. You said you had a Nintendo 64. I always get them backwards. I had a Super Nintendo,
Hmm.
so I was Donkey Kong and Tetris all day. Um, once it got to where the controller turned into a joystick, I'm out. I gotta opt out. I can't. I'm running into walls. I'm flying off cliffs. I can't. My hand-eye coordination ain't there. I need simple 3 buttons to click. 2D animation. When things start getting 3D. um, let's see. Oh, I'm wearing one of my favorite gifts. It's a garnet ring that my mama got me one Christmas.
Cute.
So yeah, it's one of my most prized possessions. My mom always, growing up, would always get me jewelry on holidays. So I and actually either on holidays, either my birthday or Christmas. But she also got me my baby ring and my baby earrings. She had them turned into a necklace for me. So I wear that sometimes when I'm not wearing my Schriver necklace. Um, yeah, I think that's all I have. Oh, and I remember getting a pearl necklace, like a
Okay.
real pearl necklace. One year, I still have it somewhere. I never wear. I'm not a pearl gal
Okay.
necessarily.
That's cute.
Um, but okay, what's next on yours?
Oh, sewing machine. I got a sewing machine. I always wish I could sew. But I got a sewing machine, but it would get jammed, and I didn't have the attention span to like be rethreading it.
Mm-hmm.
So I tapped out on the sewing machine, just because of the literal fact of having to like rethread it, and like I stabbed myself in the finger trying to rethread it one time. So I was done after that. I'd rather hand sew. I can do a little bit of something, but I really wish I could make my own garments. That's a skill that I wish I had. Did I
Yeah.
say a karaoke machine?
No.
Karaoke machine. I love a good microphone where I can just hoot and holler into it.
Mm-hmm.
So that and I think my last big Christmas, because once you start like turning from like kid to like preteen to teenager, there's certain gifts that, I mean, you start phasing out of like the toys and the gifts, and then your
Mm-hmm.
parents start like giving you like money and clothes and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I think my last real like Christmas, I got a boombox, and I got the Chris Brown CD, and I still had my karaoke machine. So baby, I hoot it. It's never a right time to say goodbye with choreography.
With
So yes.
choreo, absolutely. I was a big doll gal, so I had the American Girl dolls.
Okay.
My mom got me, I think one, like 2 years in a row, so I had two. A
Who
blonde
did you
and
have?
Samantha was one of them, and then
Mm-hmm.
a blonde girl. And I fried her hair because I
Oh
tried to
no.
crimp it with a crimping
Okay.
iron. It's plastic, you can't do that. But yeah, I remember one year she got me like the prettiest little it was like a wooden desk, like an old school desk for the doll, so it was like miniature
Cute.
size. Um, so I had a desk for each of them.
Oh,
Love
that's
that.
cute.
And I got to like pick out their outfits out of the
Oh,
catalog.
that's cute.
And then I remember one year I got a life-size Barbie
Okay.
that, like, at the time it was the same height as me, so I guess I was like 4 or 5.
Is that where we got Barbie from? Where did
No.
Barbie come from?
Coach Sampson.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where it came from, but that that's another story for another day. Um, and then another big one was a trampoline. I got a trampoline one
Okay.
year,
That
either
makes
for
sense.
my birthday or Christmas. I can't remember.
Your
And
yard
me and
so
that trampoline, honey, I wore that thing out. We had some fun. We had my mom. It might have been for Christmas too. Like the following year, she got me a tent that goes on the trampoline, so it's
mm-hmm.
like specifically for a trampoline. So we would pop the tent up and we would like sleep out there at
Oh,
night.
that sounds
And
like fun.
one of my birthday parties, we slept out there and there was like 5 or 6 of us, and by the morning we're all like
Of
rolled
course,
into
yeah.
the middle, like on the ground. That was a lot of fun.
That
So
sounds
that's one of a really good memory. I loved my trampoline. I was the only child, so I grew up alone. So I had to find a way to have fun by myself.
entertain yourself.
And there was no children in my neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever. I was like the only one. Um, so yeah, I just had to figure out ways to entertain myself. Um, oh, okay. So this morning we were watching our episode 1 because we wanted to do a little 2025 resolution recap. So we had set some intentions for this podcast at the start of the year, and since we're doing a holiday episode, I figured it would be a good time to revisit those. So on episode 1, we said that we wanted a 2-camera setup. And if you are not watching us on YouTube, you will see that we are still on a 1-camera setup. We have tried and tried and tried, y'all. And I like to think I'm a little bit tech savvy between the two of us, and Google searches and chat GPTs, and oh Lord, I can't get it to work. Every time we hook her phone up, it will not show me what her camera lens sees. It shows me a screen recording of her iPhone, and then we cannot figure it out. So for now, we'll loop that resolution around to 2026. We also said that we wanted to, expand platforms. So we started out just on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. Now we are also on, I believe, Pandora, Amazon. I clicked them all basically. So like the platform that we distribute on, you can just like go through and click everything that you want to be a part of. And I basically just clicked them all.
And we'll post the link right here.
Yes. So it's the link will be in the bio of wherever you're listening to. My link tree will be in there for Sounds Good Radio. And yeah, you can listen and tell us where you're listening from. Which platforms have comment sections? Because I'm looking and I'm trying, y'all. And the only ones I can really find comments are YouTube. I feel like there is somewhere on Spotify that you can leave comments on podcasts, but I don't. Somebody let me know. Somebody let me know where to go. We also said that we wanted 50,000 subscribers.
Okay.
We have 65.
Yeah.
Hey, but
more than we started with.
But we didn't hit 50,000 on the radio, but I personally did hit 50,000 on my TikTok. So that was exciting after being stuck at 40K for the better part of a year. Finally had a little bit of a breakthrough, and
Cute.
Now the ebb has flowed right back down. But
That's
hey,
what I love.
we're taking what we can get, and we appreciate you guys being here. And the last thing I think we said that we wanted for the year 2025 was to get the ability to have guests on the podcast.
Yes.
So we're still working towards that. Now that I'm not working, I'm unemployed. My schedule has completely freed up. And we're going to be able to start having some guests on here. And I'm excited for that. I have a
Love it.
girlfriend that I'm going to be filming with next weekend, this coming weekend,
Who's that?
Jessie.
Oh, that'll be cute.
Yes.
I love Jessica.
So shout out to Jessie. She's
What are
going to
y'all
be coming
talking
on. So she is a recovering alcoholic,
Mhm.
and I come from a long line of alcoholics and drug addicts. So we're going to be doing an episode on recovery and
Cute.
AA and NA
I
and
love that.
touching on that. So yeah, it's
That's
a
exciting.
story that I can relate to because I grew up with it, and she has had her own struggles. So I was like, you know what, let's do a podcast together.
I
And
love
she's
it. I'm
such a
sure
great
she's got a wealth
spirit,
of
great
information.
energy.
She's
Yeah.
just such a sweet girl.
And yeah, she now
And
works in recovery.
yes, and
Um,
I love that for Jessica. And
so
she's probably got a wealth of information.
yes. So yeah, we manifested wanting to have guests, and apparently there's some viewers out there that are also manifesting being on our podcast. So don't worry, the feeling is mutual,
Your dollar's coming.
and we're gonna make that happen. So, moving forward to 2026, what do we want to do? What do we want to improve? What do we want to change? Anything? You
I
said
think we should play music. I think we should have jingles.
okay. Yes, my girl was working on GarageBand trying to put us a jingle together.
And I had us one
She
too.
did. Y'all, we wanted so bad. I want to have like an intro music clip, but I don't know how to do that. So we were Googling and figuring and playing around with GarageBand, and I literally just want like an intro and outro clip. I want it to be like very much late night radio. Think like Delilah at night, like a real jazzy, moody sax instrumental. That's what I'm kind of wanting. That just kind of leads into us talking. So that's on the list. We're going to get that done.
I also mean like actually playing real songs, like a what do you listen to, just like we did Pass the Aux.
Yes.
Instead of naming the songs,
Be
maybe
able
a
to actually
snippet of
play
the
them.
song.
Yeah. Because I mean, we're nowhere near at a point where we have to worry about getting copyrighted. So I think we can play a snippet. We'll just have to see how long we can play it for. But I feel like people play music all the time, right?
I've been saying that from
Yeah.
the beginning.
So we'll make it happen. I'm looking at you. I can't stop looking at you, actually. Okay, you had be more organized.
Okay.
You put it, not
I think
me.
that was our goals for the new year. not
Yeah,
the
for
podcast.
2026. Yeah. I was saying what moving forward to 2026, what are our New Year's resolutions?
Oh,
So yeah,
don't have one.
podcast and beyond.
I don't have any.
You literally put down be
Okay.
organized,
Be more organized.
cook,
Cook.
stop procrastinating.
Stop procrastinating.
I can't stand you. I love how you'll write a note and be like, nope, I don't have anything. And it's
That
literally
was
right
6
here.
months ago. I've changed since then. What the hell?
I've gone through
You
20 manic
know what the-
episodes.
I'm not the same person as I was then.
I just put down that for 2026, I want to continue walking towards and in my purpose.
I love that.
So that kind of
I love that.
encompasses everything. I'm trying to find my purpose, and I'm on the path to that, and I'm
Yes.
very excited for that. So yeah, I can't wait to see what is to come. Let's see. To break away from Christmas for just a second, we had done a couple episodes back, The Curse of the Zodiac, and I had done my sign and your sign, and I was like, you know what? That's not fair. We need to do all the signs. I don't
mean,
want
not really,
anybody.
but continue.
What? I don't want anybody to feel left out. So since we just closed out Sagittarius season, we're going to do what is the curse of a Sagittarius. So to all my Sagittarists, buckle up. I'm about to read you for filth. The curse of a Sagittarius is chasing freedom while secretly longing for something that feels like home. You run from anything that feels like a cage, even if it's the very thing that you prayed for. You crave adventure, yet deep down, you just want someone who chooses to explore you. You speak truths so raw it cuts, not to hurt, but because pretending has never been your thing. You fall fast, love hard, and leave when it starts to feel too real. You laugh the loudest, but silence always finds you when the party's over. Ooh. You're the wanderer with a heart that keeps searching for a place that maybe never existed except in someone's arms. So, if you're a Sagittarius and that resonated with you, leave us a comment, let us know. All right, last little Christmas segment. Do reindeer really know how to fly? So, I wanted to do a little deep dive on where the heck did reindeer come from? Where did that myth come from? How did it begin?
Myth? What's the myth?
Correct. Sorry, I misspoke. How did reindeer start flying? So,
Do you really believe that they fly?
somebody's got to pull Santa's sleigh.
So theoretically, like
A myth. Yes, right? Not true? Is that
I
what?
thought it was common sense that reindeer didn't really fly.
Correct. It's yes. So I'm gonna do the history on how that folklore came about. That's the whole point of this segment is to see where that story came from. Because yes,
So
reindeer,
do the origin of Santa Claus or just the reindeer?
just the reindeer. Yes,
Okay.
just the reindeer. So Santa eventually became depicted as living at the North Pole, where he made gifts for children with the help of his elves and delivered them across the world with his sleigh and flying reindeer. It is believed that this image was largely inspired by an anonymous poem from 1823, in which St. Nicholas was described as a jolly elf who was pulled in a sleigh by 8 tiny flying reindeer. Clement Clark Moore later claimed authorship of this poem called A Visit from St. Nicholas. Although the first publication to mention Santa's sleigh and reindeer was an anonymous children's poem, Old Santy Claus with Much Delight, published 2 years before in 1821, which included illustrations by an unknown artist. So yeah, it's kind of unknown which of the authors of which poems came up with it first, but obviously the one that came out in 1821 would have depicted flying reindeer first. So then later in 1894, hundreds of Sami people traveled to Alaska in the United States to teach the indigenous people how to herd reindeer with sleds. This ensuing the reindeer industry, with some companies organizing parades of reindeer pulling Santa Claus on a sleigh in order to sell reindeer meat and fur in the early 20th centuries. Eventually, Walt Disney and Coca-Cola adopted these images, gluing the relationship between Santa Claus, reindeer, and the North Pole. And then, random fun fact, it said that the poems of the flying reindeer were inspired by a deeper memory of the Sami people in northern Scandinavia who gave their reindeer psilocybin mushrooms and then drank their urine in a shamanistic ceremony in which they might have experienced a sense of flight. So basically,
We're tripping.
they were tripping on mushrooms, and that's how we got to flying reindeer with Santa Claus. The more you know. So yeah, that is all we have for this episode. Before we leave you, though, I would like to do a little talking to the moon segment. And this week's segment is brought to you by the user Gabo Snola. I don't know how to pronounce, I don't know where the words start and end, so it's spelled GABOSNOLA. And he did kind of like a spoken word that really caught my attention, and I bookmarked it and I want to share it with you all. It's a little bit long, so stick with me. I'm going to say it slowly so I don't run out of breath and so you really hear the message. But first, let me clear my throat. All right. So it goes a little something like this. Not everybody is meant to be in the room while you're being reborn. When someone is giving birth, only a few people can be in that room. Everybody else, even the people that you love, have to wait on the other side of that door. Because birthing something new is painful. Birthing a new season is personal. Birthing a new you is going to require some space. And that hit me because right now I'm in that room. I'm in a season where God is stretching me, pulling things out of me, and teaching me how to show up different. And the truth is, not everybody can witness that. Not everybody has access to this level of transformation. Not everybody is meant to stand close while God is rebuilding you. Some people can only support you from the hallway. Some people can only pray for you from a distance. Some people can't be in that room because what God is doing in you isn't meant for their eyes. But on the other side of this pain is purpose, clarity, and a version of me that I have never met before. So if you are in that birthing room right now, breathe, push through, and trust that what God is bringing out of you is worth all the pain. And with that, we leave you and we love you and we can't wait to see you next week. Bye.
Bye.